All right, let's talk more about the Under-17 Cup of Nations tournament in Tanzania with CGTN's Mohamed Abubakar. Mohamed, great to see you. You must be having a great time in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Let's get straight into it. Nigeria, Africa's footballing powerhouse, one of the greatest footballing nations on the continent. And I'm not just saying this because I am from Nigeria, but why has Nigeria performed so dismally in this tournament despite being the most decorated country in the tournament's history? Mohamed?
Well, Richard, good to hear you too here from Dar es Salaam. And it is correct that Nigeria were the favorites going into this tournament. And most people had expectations for Nigeria to actually perform and reach the final. And given the fact, aside from the fact that the locals were the most fans that were turning up in these games here, Nigeria was the most represented team in terms of fans as well. So you can tell the disappointment here by the fans. But a quick reminder is that, you know, Nigeria has missed out on the previous edition, and that might have made them a little bit rusty going into this competition. The fact that they've missed out on this tournament for the past 4 years, they've not played in this tournament. They've missed out in the international, the FIFA World Cup, that is, in the Under-17. But in terms of how they play on the field, they've been doing very well because if you can remember, for those who have been following this group stages of this competition, Nigeria have scored 7 goals in the group stages, 5 against Tanzania, and of course beating Angola and drawing against Uganda. So they've been doing very well in terms of playing on the field. But then another thing that is good for the Nigerians is that Manu Garba, who is an experienced coach for Nigeria, has promised that he is sticking around and he wants to rebuild this team, and he wants to start from picking new players, especially preparing for the Under-17 FIFA World Cup, that is. So he is around, he's experienced. That's a good thing for Nigeria. The team as well, he's managed to win the FIFA World Cup twice in 2007 and 2013. And a good thing is that the last time Nigeria failed to reach the final in this competition was in 2013 and 15 as well. They went on to win the FIFA World Cup then on. So it is looking still good for Nigeria going into the FIFA World Cup, because that was one of the main objectives for this team as they made a comeback in this tournament.
Well, Mohamed, it's no secret I am heartbroken that Nigeria did not make the finals. But let's talk about other issues now. The issue of age cheating came up during this tournament. Briefly, how did CAF handle it, Mohamed?
Well, you know, it is a common problem especially with age group competitions, age cheating and all that. And prior, going into this, the build-up into this competition, there was a lot of talk about this. And what CAF has done, they've asked all the teams to make sure they do the MRI test, which is the only approved way of testing with CAF when it comes to matters age cheating and all that. So they did that in their countries and sent a report. But one thing CAF did as well is they were here with their medical staff as well, approved medical CAF staff. So once the teams arrived here as well, there was more testing that was being done by CAF officials, and more players were even disqualified at the country that or rather here in Tanzania, where the competition was happening. And one of the things that was being talked about during the competition as well, we have the likes of Senegal, who were complaining that one of the Guinean players was also age cheating, and CAF did ask Senegal to provide with proof, tangible proof, that is, that they have a passport, or rather anything that shows this player has cheated. Ahmed Keita, that is to be precise, from Guinea, and another one called Abubakar Conte are the alleged accused players that they've actually cheated their age. But then again, once CAF had that Senegal don't have the tangible evidence, they've managed to close down this case and continue with this competition.
All right, Mohamed Abubakar, excellent reporting, great story. Thank you for bringing us the insights. Moving on, and ahead of the finals on Sunday, football fans have been speaking about who will be crowned the new champion for 2019 after holders Mali failed to qualify for the tournament.
I think this is a meeting between two teams who are very physical. Their approach really centered on the physicality that they bring to the game, and it will basically come down to the stronger side on the day. I think Cameroon have, in addition to their physicality, they have that little bit more guile.
Both teams are similar in size and also in football style, so it's a game that will be decided by whoever is strongest physically. I have watched both of these teams from the group stages up until the semi-finals. I feel Cameroon will get one over Guinea again, but anything can happen.
This is a very even matchup. Both teams have strong players that can put up a good fight. For this final, it will be a different ballgame, and the fact that Cameroon won the first game will make it even harder for them to do it again.
As we have heard, either Cameroon or Guinea will be crowned champions of the 2019 Africa Under-17 Cup of Nations. Here is a look at previous winners of the competition.